So it talks about following our fathers.
All right.
That brings me also close to the national anthem. In the national anthem we have of course the old national anthem.
Yeah, all right.
We're trying to bring back.
Yeah.
It talks about Nigeria we hail.
All right, yeah.
And looking at the lyrics and the new one that want to make us now arise or company.
Yeah, true.
I think you mentioned something following the fathers. Yes, they might not be 100% right.
Yeah.
But there is something we must learn. In the national anthem, it talks about the labor of our heroes
past.
We should not let the labor of our past heroes to be in vain. That means we need to reconnect, and we need to. I think this is something we need to talk about in our society.
Very well.
This alone can make us to keep the national anthem, so that people will understand that we must keep the labor of our past hero. Let us not make it in vain. They will have made mistakes. But since we learned there's something they have done that help us to arrive in that position.
Of course.
It means if as a leader, or either political leader or economic leader, when I assume the office, I should not rubbish
whatever they have done
of my predecessor.
Beautiful.
I should continue there and give
very
it
well.
Instead of
looking for.
Now, what we see in our society, any office that you move, or as a leader, political leader, for instance, the moment they are not in government, you don't even hear of them
anymore.
And the next thing here, they are moving from economic and financial crimes
to another
issue.
Everybody
is tracking them. Why do you think so?
It's a whole wide ball game entirely. One of the things I think is responsible for such conflict in leadership transition, because from one leadership to another, is the first thing is when there is no holistic vision. If we're going to look at it on a political sphere, for instance, we seem to be confined to the divergence in political platform parties. We're not looking at the national goal, national vision. So then in that case, we come on a personal ground to say this is my personal agenda. I don't know if it is a fantastic thing to say every government must have its own agenda. All right, this one comes, this is my agenda. If it doesn't finish it, somebody else comes, this is my agenda. It doesn't finish it. Why don't we have a national agenda? That is not that every political party should have a degree of coherence with. All right, I know that sometimes we want to say let them have different, so they can have what to campaign with, or as an advantage. Their campaign advantage should be a strategy to approach that same vision. It shouldn't be you come with a different vision, come with a different vision. Because of that, so that's why when one person leaves the government, for instance, and I think this applies in different form of leadership. It can even apply in a system where a church system, when you transfer this pastor to another pastor, you should be able to look at what has been done and build upon it. But the intention of I want to have a name for myself. I don't know if to call it pride or ignorance, because whatever you meet and you continue can still be attributed to your name if you want to have a name. So you don't have to rubbish the vision entirely to have a name. I think it's just a myopic way of saying leadership, because what will happen, what you'll be known for, is not what you want to do. It's what impact will be made on the people. So if there's already a degree of impact being made on the people, and you come and you give fuller expression to it and expand it beyond where you met it, it will still bring you a name and people have been impacted. But because we want to make a name for ourselves, the tenure we have may not even be enough to us to accomplish what we want to do. All right. You find out that the reason why we have a lot of problems in our part of the world, if politically, is because whatever we are seeing in other countries that we admire did not happen in 4 years. All right, most of it are 100 years accomplishments, which means different successive leaders that came follow the same pattern. By the time it will have been 100 years, something has been accomplished. But somebody comes right now, he says, this is my vision and my agenda. He has just 4 years, but let's call it 8 years. All right, that thing he's saying cannot happen in 4 years. Then he leaves, somebody else comes again, has another one. Then we have a lot of disjointed things. That's why I've traveled some part of this country. I saw fantastic projects that are abandoned everywhere, not south, east, and west. I'm like, if this thing had come to pass, it would have been an addition to the country. There's somebody else going to say, let us privatize them, let us set them away. We are not looking at the national interest because we are disjointed, because we all want to build personal interest. I think that's where one of the problems come from.
And that's fine. I think that's what we're looking at. That means we don't have a national vision. For us to,
if there is, we are not aware.
If there is, we are not aware.
Yeah.
It's not communicated.
It's not exactly
enough.
Thank you.
To those who are coming to
leadership, to see what they are coming to do.
And to those who are followers.
Yeah.
I think that's a strong one. I think that's what Rista need to pick up to also find out if there is wrong, if there is wrong. Let it be communicated to the people so that the people know there's a vision.